Hey everyone, welcome to Everything Unlocked. Did you know that there's a place on Earth where gravity is weaker? Or that octopuses have 3 hearts? Stick around because today, we're diving into some of the craziest, most unbelievable facts you've probably never heard before. We've got a jam-packed show for you today, folks. We're talking gravity-defying locations, animals with multiple hearts, and fruits that are tricking us all. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future episodes of mind-blowing awesomeness. Alright, let's get this fact party started. Alright folks, buckle up because we're kicking things off with a real head-scratcher. Imagine a place where gravity is actually weaker. You'd feel lighter, like you could jump higher. This place actually exists. It's called Hudson Bay in Canada, and scientists have confirmed that gravity is noticeably weaker in this region compared to the rest of the world. So, what's the deal with Hudson Bay? Why is gravity playing hooky in Canada? Well, it all goes back thousands of years to a massive ice sheet that covered the area. Over time, this ice sheet actually pushed down on the land, creating a kind of dent. Now, even though the ice sheet has long since melted, the Earth is still slowly bouncing back from that indentation. And this slow rebounding process is what messes with the gravitational pull in Hudson Bay. So, technically speaking, if you were to stand on a scale in Hudson Bay, you would weigh slightly less than you would anywhere else on Earth. Science is wild, everybody. Get ready to dive into the ocean because we're talking about one of the most fascinating creatures on Earth, the octopus. Now these guys are already pretty amazing. They can change color, squirt ink, and even squeeze their entire bodies through tiny spaces. But here's a fact that'll really blow your mind. Octopuses have 3 hearts. That's right, 3. 2 of those hearts are dedicated to pumping blood through the gills, helping the octopus breathe underwater. The 3rd heart is responsible for circulating oxygenated blood to the rest of the octopus's body, keeping all those tentacles moving and those suckers sticking. But here's the really weird part. When an octopus swims, that 3rd heart actually stops beating. That's why octopuses prefer to crawl around on the ocean floor. It's less tiring for them. Let's take a trip to Paris, the city of lights. Now when you think of Paris, you probably picture the Eiffel Tower, right? Well, get this. The Eiffel Tower actually changes height depending on the season. In the summer, when the weather is warm and sunny, the Eiffel Tower can actually grow up to 6 inches taller. It's like the tower is stretching after a long winter's nap. How is that even possible, you ask? Well, it all comes down to science, my friends. You see, the Eiffel Tower is made entirely of iron, and like most metals, iron expands when it's heated. This phenomenon is called thermal expansion. Think about what happens when you heat up a metal pan on the stove. The metal expands, causing the pan to warp slightly. The same principle applies to the Eiffel Tower, just on a much larger scale. So, when the summer sun beats down on the Eiffel Tower, the iron heats up and expands, causing the entire structure to grow slightly taller. Then, when winter arrives and the temperatures drop, the iron contracts and the tower shrinks back down to its original size. The Eiffel Tower isn't just a pretty face, it's a scientific marvel that literally changes with the seasons. Hold on to your hats because this last fact is going to send your brain for a loop. We all know that water can exist in 3 states: solid, ice, liquid, water, and gas, steam. But did you know that under very specific conditions, water can actually exist in all 3 states at the same time? This mind-blowing phenomenon is called the triple point, and it occurs when the temperature and pressure are just right. A very specific temperature of 0.01 degrees Celsius and a pressure about 1/100th that of normal atmospheric pressure. Now you're not going to find water casually hanging out in its triple point state in your backyard. This kind of precise balance of temperature and pressure usually only occurs in controlled environments like science labs or in the vacuum of space. But when the triple point does occur, it's a sight to behold. Imagine a container with water inside. At the triple point, you'd see ice floating on the surface of the water, water vapor, steam, rising above it, and liquid water in between. The triple point is a perfect example of how amazing and unpredictable the natural world can around you. See ya!